Good morning, friends on the internet. I'm going to show you what I got at Artsplosure this weekend. We're here in the art studio. Artsplosure is an annual event held in downtown Raleigh where artists show off their various wares. So, pottery, painters, sculptors, and the like. When I visit the stalls, I take a business card so that I can remember them, and these are the various cards that I took. In years past, Wild Bill has been there with his homemade sodas, but he was not here this weekend. But these are his mugs from a couple of years ago. Now, I did buy something at the fair, but before I show you that, I'd like to show you my art progress. Right now I'm working in this huge sketchbook. This sketchbook is 300 sheets, and I'm working on a black and white story in it. It will consist of 15 chapters of 20 pages each, and I just finished the second chapter. So we are this far into it. But I discovered that in between the chapters, I should probably have little bonus stories or little bonus episodes. So that's what this notebook is for. Last night I was working on this page. I haven't quite finished it. Just need to do a little bit of a cross-hatching here and there, and it will be fine. Anyway, this little bonus story just needs 3 more pages. I will probably finish them by Tuesday. After that, I will be working with this little notebook. I bought this notebook because of its unusual configuration. It's a square, 8 inches by 8 inches, and I don't often see sketchbooks as a square. Now, I've only painted the first quarter of it or so. I didn't know what I was going to do with this notebook when I got it. I had to think about it for a while. And then, when I was at the St. Patrick's Day parade, an idea came to me to do kind of an alien St. Patrick's Day parade. Here, I'll see if I can't show a good example. Let's see. I don't know. Well, so there are different ideas I had in mind. One, of course, would be aliens in a parade. The other, and of course, color green would be very prominent. The other one would be Oktoberfest, so I could do horns and kind of costumes like that. And the other one is the 100 yokai parade, which is a Japanese tradition where we have monsters in a parade. These are kind of monsters here. and you can see a lot of green. If you've seen Spirited Away or The Legend of Korra or something like that, you're probably familiar with the yokai. I tend to use aliens as yokai in a way. Anyway, I've only painted a quarter of this, so when I finish the last 2 or 3 pages of this little short story, I will probably work on this book. This book I will probably enter at the State Fair as an altered book. So I have to plan out the last 60 or so pages of this parade. As you can see, I've started some preliminary storyboarding, but what I will do when I can't think of a St. Patrick's Day alien or a Oktoberfest yokai is I will use these business cards as inspiration for the aliens. Now, finally, this is what I purchased at Artsplosure. Kairos Studios in McLean. It was very nicely packaged. It was overcast this weekend, and it rained quite a lot Saturday. So this was packaged to keep it dry on the way home. Let's see. So this is a sketchbook. It is bound by hand, and it has nice watercolor paper. Screen printed design, cover paper handmade in Nepal. Personal variation on Coptic stitch with long stitch accents. Inside pages are perfect for multimedia. You'll notice that the different signatures here. And then the paper is folded together and bound. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this sketchbook, but I will definitely do watercolor comics. So let's see, it's about 5.5 by, let's say, 7.5-ish. Not quite sure how many pages, maybe 60 pages or so. And some nice stitching. So they will be color comics, watercolor, mixed media. Of course, the paper is very nice, but the watercolor will probably stain the back of the page, so it will probably just be just the one side. And I may find a way to incorporate the design of the stitching, maybe as maybe some type of background element, maybe it's a webbing. I'm not sure. But if anyone has an idea of what I should do with this sketchbook, just let me know. Of course, I will be working on this for a while. This will probably take a month to finish up. But after that, I don't know, maybe I'll dive into this, or maybe I'll do another black and white story for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope to see you all at Artsplosure next year.